It has begun!
This is an invitation, Xbox On, to a new generation, where your games and entertainment are no longer separated,
Xbox got to Star Trek Into Darkness.
but together in one. The all-in-one Xbox One.
Hey guys, ECW fan, the collector here, and I hope you enjoyed that intro to the Xbox One. And this is a system I really don't discuss much. I don't really keep it updated as much, but I've got 47 games for this system, and it's really amazing because I've had this system like 3 different times, and I've always gotten rid of it. I've had the Xbox Series S or the Xbox One S or whatever the hell you want to call it. The Xbox One, let's just call it that. I've had it like twice, and this is my 3rd time having it. I had the Series X at one time last year, and I went ahead and sold it back to James, who sold it to me. We basically sold it for the same price. He's like, yeah, I'll take it back. And I kept the games for it. I kept the games that I want because I was like, I'm going to get one later on. I'm going to get one later. So before I start, I'll start off with the freebie. I got this from Daryl. It's Battlefield 2042. It's just a steel case. He had it laying around. He said, hey, you want a steel case? And he knows I like them. There's no game in it. I went to pick up this game once, and Daryl told me, hey, it's online only, right? And I was like, what?
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Yeah, that was my response, like, really? And he's like, yeah, it's only online only. He said, you got to have the Xbox Game Pass, I believe, to play it. And I'm not signing up for no bullshit Game Pass. I'm sorry. I don't play games online hardly. I had I did the free trial for the PlayStation PS Now or whatever the hell they've updated it to so many different times, and I was never interested. Never interested in that. I was like, yeah, I don't want to pay no $15 a month for that. I've got a library of games. Why would I do that? And I do have a library of games. Anyhow, I got Far Cry 6. I don't know where I got this one at, but I'm going to show off the regular games, which I had gotten. Basically, I had no plans to get the regular games. These games that's on the other system, and I had plans just to get the exclusives. But a funny thing has happened. Xbox has really been selling these games cheap, and I didn't know about this until Retro Rick shot a video, and he was telling that he just cannot sell Xbox One games. They're just not. There's people just don't want them. They're marked down. If you go in Walmart, you'll see them marked down in their bin for next to nothing at times, and it's really. You could really grab a lot of them if you want to play games. I mean, hell, $10 or $15. I mean, pick you up a good Xbox One game. And I don't hardly play the system, but I went ahead and got what I could. I got Call of Duty World War II for the system. I got Surviving the Aftermath, which I thought was an exclusive, but it's not. This one, it's unique. It's a strategy game. During the sale back in November, I got this one. This is Star Ocean Divine Force. And I was really wanting to find this on PlayStation 4. I was really wanting to find this Star Ocean on that. I got Pirate Warriors One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. And I got this one brand new. And it was marked down. And I was like, man, these games are just really cheap. And that would come from GameStop. It was brand new. I got Watch Dogs at a good deal. This is the first Watch Dogs. I remember they were selling this one for like a couple bucks on GameStop back one summer. Me and Chris went. Me and CJ went there, either this year or last year. I got Control from GameStop, and it's kind of weird that I pick up the Control the Definitive Edition, and I got this one from GameStop before that. I got Guardians of the Galaxy from Walmart, and this is one of the games that they had marked down really low. I mean, it stunned me. I mean, it was like they were just trying to get rid of the game. I got FIFA 19. This came with the trade, or this came with when I got the system from that guy back in October, November when I made that deal. This is the game that's never been opened. And this came from Larry's shop, I'm pretty sure, because I think his price sticker was on there. This is Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4. I actually was playing this on semi-hard mode and didn't realize it. I got to the tank level, man, those tanks whipped my ass on the PlayStation. I mean, I've got it still, and I never really went back to it, and I didn't realize I had it set on hard. I'm not that great a game player, but I mean, hell, man, I was like, what the hell is with these tanks, man? I'm trying every which way to beat this level, and I get to the one part where it looks like I'm going to slowly beat it, and I'll be darned if these tanks don't run me off the freaking road. I got Chronos, Before the Ashes. I got The Evil Within 2. I got Marvel Collection. I've got the games separate, and I've got the games here. Okay. I got Resident Evil 4. And I think they're getting ready to I think they remastered this game, actually. They've put out a new version of it. Or a new remake, or whatever the hell they call them. Remakes, reboots, reimagining. It's all just the same to me. I got Cyberpunk 2077, which this is one game I wouldn't get. I know James got the system back, but I didn't really want to give this game because it's got the map and all this stuff and the stickers, and I was like, you know, this is one of the reasons I'm keeping this game. I heard that back in December, CD Projekt Red said they're not going to be doing any more Cyberpunk updates. I think they're done with it now. I think they've done it for like so many years, and they're getting ready to move on to The Witcher 4. I believe that was their plan. But I mean, I think they just put a metro system in this game. Can you imagine having a game and he's like, you know what we need? We need a new transportation system put in that game. Let's give it a subway. That's just how how big and weird games have gotten, to the point where we're putting subways, putting the actual metro system inside a game for the players. You know, like, well, they want to get to point B. Let's help them out. Let's give them a metro system. Subway. That's just freaking wild. I got Madden 21. These Madden games were really marked down at GameStop. I think they were like $2 or $3 a piece. Madden 21. Yeah, I had to look at the sides. Madden 19. This has Antonio Brown before, you know. It's really wild. They put this email on this cover, right? And this dude has lost his freaking mind. Madden 16. We're still going. I mean, like I said, I got 47 games of this. I've got 47 freaking games of Xbox One. I never thought I had this many until I started going through them. I'm like, holy crap, I got a lot of Xbox One games. Some of them I might just trade off, because I'm like thinking, do I really need these games? Do I really need that? Who knows? I got Batman Return to Arkham, which this was an upgrade because I had the original one, but it was only half a disc. And I didn't realize it for the longest time. And I was like, oh, all I got's Arkham Asylum. I don't have Arkham City, which is the greatest freaking game that's ever been created. And yes, Eddie, I'm telling the truth. If you haven't played Arkham City, you need to do it now. This is my serious voice. Get to that game system right now. Pop that thing into that system. And get playing. I've told him that over and over. He needs to play Arkham City. Because to me, that's my all-time favorite Batman game. I got Ages of Wonders Planetfall, which I thought was an exclusive, but it's not. I learned. I got the Division 2, which came with... I think it was a group of games that I got, and I went ahead and got it. I got NHL 21, which was a sports game, which came with a bunch of games. I picked this one up at Cheap Thrills. It's Bendy and the Ink Machine. I've got this for the PlayStation 4, and I was like, you know what? Hedge my bets, get it for the Xbox One too. I got this one at GameStop, because I was with CJ at the time, and I was looking for a cheap game, and I was like, you know, 3 games for like, I know they had this one marked way, way down, and I was like, you know, I can get Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, so I went ahead and got all 3 of them. I got Batman Arkham Knight, the Arkham Knight. Be the Batman, folks. Be the Batman. That's right, be the... I'm not going to go into that. I always love that saying where he's like that Frank Miller comic where he looks over at Robin, or looks over at Dick Grayson, All-Star Batman, if you've never read it. He looks over at Dick Grayson and goes, I'm the Batman. everybody's made jokes over that over the years. And there was a lot of freaky, crazy stuff in that book. But I think they said Miller was just parodying himself. And he was just wanting to see how far he could take it, which makes sense. If you've never read All-Star Batman, go find it. It's a freaky book. It's a freaky, insane book. I picked up Demon Turf back last year at a sale. And Demon Turf was actually marked, this one's marked, clearance at the time was marked half off at GameStop. I don't know what happened to their sales for this Christmas, this past, but man, back last year, they was just rocking, man. They was just rocking. The sales was. All through that month, it was just sale after sale. But after Pro Week, it was like, this came with Demon Turf. I actually got Balan Wonderworld, and this was actually $2.50. I think this was the cheapest game I've ever picked up that was pretty much new. This is how bad this game sucked. And I've played it on PlayStation 5, and it is not that good, folks. I have played it, and this game is not that freaking good. You're going to debate. I can see why people hated it. I got Conan, which Eddie went to look for. He used to have this game, Conan Exiles. And I got this from a pawn shop. I actually got this from the pawn shop. Well, Eddie misunderstood me. He went to the Goodwill that day on that trip. We took that short trip real quick. And he's like, where did you find the game here? I was like, no, I found it at a pawn shop. And he's like, oh. I always think back about that. And me and him just riding on to that was right before work. I got Lego Jurassic Park. I love the Lego games. I got Injustice 2 from the James trade. Injustice 2. I need to put this one on really ultra easy so I can, make it through this game. I'd like to play the story out. I'm not good at fighting games. I got Mass Effect brand new. This was actually brand new. Never been even though they slapped a sticker on the back of it, but she said, no, this is brand new. She says, never been opened. And, see the seal and she just gave me that copy back last year. This is the Legendary Edition, which is nice. 3 games in one. And that makes twice I've got this Legendary Edition, and I've got for the PlayStation 3 and the 4. I got Remothered. Everybody needs to love it. I got Marvel Superheroes 2, which is a nice one. Marvel Superheroes, Lego Marvel Superheroes. This came from the pawn shop, actually. This is really wild, because this game, at the time, I was in the pawn shop with Eddie, and I pulled it out, and I was like, man, that's brand new. It's never been opened. And it's in a pawn shop, of all places. And I was like, I'm going to go ahead and get it. I mean, nobody, somebody just to pick it up and never play it, ever, and it's been years, and it's just sitting in the pawn shop, never open. That's weird. I picked up Trials Fusion, which I need to get an upgraded box on, because this thing has been, look at this thing, man. This thing looks like it's been ran over. It looks like it fell off this bicycle doing that flip. That's pretty wild, ain't it? That's pretty wild. And, Trials Fusion. I got this from Cheap Thrills. And then finally, I got Borderlands, the Handsome Jack collection. Now, these are all the multi-games that's on different systems. Stay tuned, you're going to see the exclusives. Now you're going to see the exclusives. The exclusives are very good here. I don't have many of them. I have 3, 6, 9. I think I got about 11 or 12. Okay. I got Halo 5 as an exclusive. I want to get, some exclusives for the system. That was what I've really been hunting down. And I might look for all the old Halo games and try to get them for this system. I got State of Decay 2. I think I've seen State of Decay 1 in there at GameStop, so I might have to pick it up as an exclusive. I got Quantum Break, another exclusive. I got this one from Cheap Thrills. And I got Rise, Son of Rome. Rise, Son of Rome. Got Dead Rising 2. And I think they put this one back on the other systems too, Dead Rising 2. I think it's really not an exclusive, so I can't really say it is. And I know the Dead Rising, I think at first it was there released first, but This one's an exclusive for sure. It's Gears of War, the Ultimate Edition. Gears of War. Gears 5. Gears 5, baby. And this one, I remember getting this one cheap. This one was like, I seen it and I was like, man, I'm going to go ahead and pick that up for the price it is. And I think this was in, where was this one at? The Computer Wiz, I believe. I believe it was in Computer Wiz. I got Recore, which was a Xbox One exclusive. I got Forza 5. Forza 5, baby. Forza 5. I got, now, this one is not really, okay, there's an exclusive because it had the multiplayer from what I was reading, so this one was on the other systems, but except for the multiplayer deal, and it just was only exclusive to this. It was the anniversary, the scholarship edition, so this was it right here. Bully. Scholarship edition. And I actually had a couple times to pick this one up. And the final game I've got, and this is an exclusive, is Ori and the Blind Forest, the definitive edition. So there we go. That's it. I made it quick. I went through 40-some games of Xbox One. 47 games of goodness, of greatness. And it's like I said, this system, you could find these games cheap. Cheap now for the Xbox One. It's just wow, you know, how cheap the games have been marked down. It's like, you know, like, if you pull up that Retro Rick video and he was showing off in his game shop how these Xbox One games were just not really doing that well. It's just, and I guess it's where they've got the Game Pass and people's like, man, I don't need physical. But as the Sony deal showed us back in December, where Warner Brothers pulled all that content, it is always good to go physical media. Yeah, physical media. I'm not talking, well, hey, if you want to do that, you can, but I can't mention that on this channel. But yeah, physical media wise, that's the way to go. Get your own movies, your own games over here, and these, and you don't have to worry about them pulling something that you own back. And I've got digital games, and I've always go first. Let me see if I can get these in physical, and if I have to, I'll go buy digital. And I kind of, you know, I regret, you know, at times buying digital at times because, you know, one day something could screw up and you don't have that game anymore. Like the Persona game, something could happen and poof, they're gone. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. All 40-some games. Again, like I said, I'm not really as big into the Xbox One as I am the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3, which is my favorite system over here. But it's a good system. It's a really good system. I've enjoyed the games that I've played for it. I've got to play more Cyberpunk. I was like getting into Cyberpunk, and I've got to get back into it. I've got to restart it all. So we'll see what happens. So I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for liking and subbing the channel all through 2023, and here we are in 2024. So I hope you continue to watch and like, and drop a comment. Drop me a line. Tell me what you think. I like to talk video games, comics, movies, stuff like that. So, till next time, I might go play some Injustice 2 and get my ass whooped.